I called my stepsister lazy and pathetic after she insulted me, and now she's ruining my life and branding me a toxic person. Hey, everyone. Sorry for the delay in updating. I wish I had more answers to share, but things didn't exactly go as planned and left me with more questions. Let me break down what happened. Spoiler alert, it got a bit explosive. So, after my dad brushed off my idea of a family meeting, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I sent a message to our family group chat yesterday saying I wanted to talk to everyone that evening. I was pretty clear that I felt like I wasn't being listened to and was being treated unfairly. I wasn't expecting fireworks, but I thought it was time for an honest conversation. The responses were mixed. My stepmom sent a thumbs up emoji, kind of neutral but at least she acknowledged it. My stepsister responded with an eye roll emoji, classic her. And my dad? Radio silence. No reply at all. I figured he was just being weird again and didn't think too much of it. Fast forward to the evening, and it's just me and my stepmom sitting in the living room, waiting. I tried to keep things light, making small talk about random stuff while we waited. The silence was a bit awkward, but I didn't want to dive right into the heavy stuff without everyone there. Eventually, my stepmom turned to me and asked what the problem was. So, I laid it all out. I told her how I felt like I was getting the short end of the stick doing all my chores, trying to focus on my schoolwork, being generally polite and helpful, and still getting treated like crap by my stepsister. I thought about wearing a "Hi, my name is Cinderella" badge, as someone in the comments suggested, but figured it would probably just piss everyone off more, so decided against it. She actually listened, which was a surprise. She even admitted that maybe she'd reacted too quickly the other day, that she was just worried about her daughter. She mentioned how my stepsister's been on a downward spiral since dropping out of college, but then she kind of hesitated, like she was about to say something more but decided not to. It was this weird pause, right after she said college, almost like she was going to mention something else but caught herself. I was about to press her on it, see if I could get more out of her, when my stepsister stormed into the room, shouting. She accused us of talking behind her back and said my stepmom had no right to discuss her personal life with someone who isn't even her real brother. That one stung. Then she stormed upstairs, slamming her door so hard the walls shook. Right as she was stomping off, my dad walked in, looking flustered and red-faced. He shot my stepmom this strange look, half angry, half, I don't know, worried maybe. She got up without a word and left the room. It was like some silent conversation passed between them, and I was just left sitting there, confused as hell. Dad sat down next to me, and the first thing he asked was, "What did she tell you?" I told him exactly what my stepmom had said, nothing more. He looked relieved, like I'd passed some kind of test or something. He apologized for losing his temper with me the other day and gave me a hug, which felt weirdly forced. Then he said he was tired and asked if we could reschedule the meeting for Sunday. Something about this being too short notice for my stepsister, as she had just been out with friends or something, I guess trying to explain why they were so late to the meeting. So, here I am, back at square one. If anything, I'm more convinced that there's something going on that they're not telling me. The way my dad and stepmom were acting, it's like there's some big secret and I'm just not in on it. I don't want to imagine the worst case scenarios, but maybe she was pregnant as some of you guys suggested. That would explain the pause and secrecy. Although I don't get why she would be so angry with me or why everyone needs to hide it from me. I love her as if she was bio, as that is what she is in my heart. I just don't know what to think. I'm going to try to do some digging, but I need some advice on how to go about it without making it obvious or getting caught. Any tips on how to figure out what's really going on here? I'll keep you posted if anything new comes up, but right now, it feels like I'm living in some TV show, and I'm just waiting for the big reveal.